try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Back 25! Here we go! Kill!
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye! The 30! Past the 20! Touchdown, Falcons! Todd Gurley, 79 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
And some space to move right away as he's hauled away up to the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Scarlett on the carry. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Let's go, defense.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Wait.
McCaffrey on the counter. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A 50-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You got 3. Hey, orbit.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, check. Hey, zoom.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Falcons 7, Panthers 6.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
20. 22.
Play action. Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Shit. Even. Rush in. Watch out.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready. Rap.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey, and he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's second down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, express! Get that ball! 35's the mic.
To throw is Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. But now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Haywood!
From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
That's another Falcons.
Ryan will throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Deontay Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 5.
14. Panthers 9.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Powers through. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Ready. Blue ready. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check curls.
McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 47-yard line.
Ready. Flag. Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey. Wait. Hey, watch that. Here we go. Even.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready. White 25. Twist.
Winston now from the 50. Oh, he'll just get rid of this one deep. This is intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Deontay Johnson, an even 90 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Winston. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Brian Burns, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Ryan. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
54, South. Gun. Get up.
Now Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Ryan to throw. Complete to Jones. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a draw play for Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year as they have taken the lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Winston. And he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The intended receiver was Seth DeValve. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, let's get there. 58.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Mike 5-4. Hey, Charlie. Watch the slant. Space. Watch the slant. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Space.
Again on 2nd and 10. It's Ryan. Caught by Jones. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
80 weapon.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit for Todd Bowles. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle, and his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Winston. He's going to look deep for more. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Scarlett. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 27, Winston, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. This is McCaffrey. Three quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Gano's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Focus, defense, focus.
Now it's Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have now moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now it's Ryan. It's caught by Treadwell. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on first down. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So after 3 quarters, no. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Scarlett. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But not a big gain with that play. But what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 20.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Ryan looking deep for Julio. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Our offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Gurley again here on first down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 39-yard line.
Ready, Blue 80. You ain't doing nothing today. 51, Sub. Check 31, check 31.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. 44, the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. If they could win that game, it would mean win number 11 for them on the season. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They come out here in the eye. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Back to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas with time running out as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. Hey, Tuesday. Hey, Echo. I got one.
Here's Ryan. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 39. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now it's Gurley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check. Crunch. Crunch.
On 2nd and 9. Ryan nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Mike 35. Mike 35. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And wait. Here we go again.
Ryan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Ryan. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
At the 12-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Slam, slam, slam. 25, check 25, check 25. Check the backer, check the backer.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Falcons, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile,
since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. X slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole 40 all on the ship. All these 4